With the changes we have made over the last few lectures, we are able to gather a product data and combine it into a product object. So here we are creating this product object and we are assigning these properties with the data which the user has entered in this form. Now from this object, let me remove this PID property for now. We will add this PID property later when we will add it to the product list. Alright, so here we are creating this product object and we are simply logging it in the console. But instead of logging this project object in the console, what we want is we want to display it in this product list. And we are creating this product list in this product list component. So here we have this products array and inside this array we have a list of products. So we want to add this product object to this product list component. Now this product list component and this product form component where we are creating this product object, they are independent of each other. They are not related in any way. So far we have learned that how to pass data from a parent component to its child component using props. But we have not learned how to pass data from a child component to its parent component. For example, for this product form component, this create product component is its parent. So from the parent component, that means from this create product component, we can pass data to the child component, in this case product form component, using props. But what if we want to pass data from this product form component to this create product component? That means from the child component to its parent component. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. And we have already done this earlier without knowing it. So for example, if I go to this product details component, in this product details component, we are using this button component. And on this button component, we are providing a user defined attribute. And to this, we are assigning a function. So this decrement product count is a function. And here we are assigning a function to this attribute. Then if we go to this button component here, inside this button component, we are calling that function whenever the button is clicked. So we can use this same concept for passing data from the child component to parent component. Let me show you how to do that. So let's close this button component here. So here we want to pass data from the product form component to create product component. So what we are going to do here is, first of all, we are going to create a function. Let's call this function on create product. And this function is going to receive the product object. So let's call it product. And inside this function, we again simply want to log the product object. Okay. Now on this child component, on this product form component, let's go ahead and let's create a user defined attribute. And let's call this attribute maybe create product. And to this, we are going to assign this function. So this on create product function. And when we are assigning this function, we should not use parentheses because here we don't want to call this function. We simply want to assign a reference of this function to this create product props. Now this product form, so this product form is a function. It is going to have a props object. And to this props object, this attribute will be created as its property. And to that property, this function will be assigned. So what we can do now is, here inside this function, which we are calling when the add product button is clicked, and where we are logging this product object, instead of logging it here, we are going to call this function and we are assigning this function to this create product attribute. So this will be created as a property on this props object. So here let's say props dot and then create product. So this create product is a function, this function, because we are assigning this function to this create product attribute. So when we will call this function internally this function will be called. And this function is expecting a product argument. So here we are going to pass this product object. Okay, so in this way, we are able to pass this product object from the child component to the parent component. What we did here, on this component, we created an attribute, and to that attribute, we assigned a function. And we made that function to expect a parameter, the data which we want from the child component. And in the child component, we are calling that function using this props, and we are passing that data to that function as its argument. So now when this function will be called, here we are calling this function, and in this function we have this product. Okay, so here we are able to pass data from the product form component to its parent component. That means to this create product component. Now what we also want is from this create product component, we want to pass data to the app component, because again, this create product is a child component of app component. So again, we can use the same concept. Here we can create a function. Let's call this function maybe create product. Okay, and this function is also going to take a product object. And again, inside this function, let's simply log the product object. All right. And now on this create product component, let's create a user defined attribute. Let's call it maybe create product. And to this, let's assign this create product function. Now let's go to our create product component. And here, instead of logging this product object, first of all, this create product component is going to have a props object, which it will receive as its argument. So here on this props object, we are going to have a create product property, which is basically a function, a method, because in the app component to this create product attribute, we are assigning a function. So this create product is actually a method on this props object. So let's call that method, and this method, so this function is expecting a value for this product parameter. So here we can pass this product object. Okay, let's save the changes again. So in this way, from the product form component, we pass data to its parent component. That means to this create product component. And from the create product component, we pass data to its parent component. That means to this app component. And in the app component, we are logging that product object. So if we save the changes, if we go to the web page, let me open developer console here. Let's clear everything. Let's create a new product, maybe test2, some price, some description. Let's select this checkbox and let's create on this add product button. So you will notice that that product object has been logged here. And this product object has been logged from the app.js file at line number 11. So if we go to app.js, at line number 11, we are logging this product object. So this is how we can move data from bottom up, from child component to parent component, by creating an attribute on the component and to that assigning a function. When we want to pass data from parent component to child component, to the attribute, we assign a property. But when we want to pass data from child component to parent component, in that case, to that attribute, we assign a function. So in this way, we can pass data from parent component to child component and from child component to parent component. It's as simple as that. And this concept is called as lifting state up, because here we are lifting this state, so these states, from the child component to its parent component. And from here, again, we are lifting that state up to the parent component of this create product component. That means to this app component. And that's why this concept is called as lifting state up. All right. So now we have our product object in the app component. And if you notice, for this app component, this product list component is its child component. And it is this product list component where we have our list of products. So now from this app component, we can pass this product object to this product list component. So here, let's create a new state. For that, I'm going to first import useState function. Let's go ahead and let's call this useState. Initially, let's assign null to it, and it is going to return an array. So let's use this array destructuring syntax. And here, the first element of this array is a variable. Let's call it new product. And the second element is a function. Let's call it update product. Okay, and inside this create product function, let's go ahead and let's call this update product function. And finally, on this product list component, let's create an attribute. Let's call it new product. And to this, let's assign this new product variable. Okay, so in this product list component, here we will receive a props object, and on that props object we will have this new product property, which is assigned with the new product which we have created using this form. So for now, let's simply go ahead and let's log this new product. So this props has this new product property. Let's save the changes. Let's go to the web page. Let's clear everything here and let's try to create a new product. Let's click on this add product button. So you can see that here this product has been added. So it has been logged here, and this product object has been logged from the product list component at line number 47. So that product object is being logged from this line. So here, even though this product list component is not related in any way to this product form component, somehow we have passed data from this product form component to this product list component by using the concept of lifting state up. From this product form component, we passed product data to its parent component, which is this create product component. Then from this create product component, we passed this product object to its parent component. That means to this app component. And from the app component, we passed the product data to its child component, to this product list component. And finally, in the product list component, we have that product data. So now we can go ahead and we can add this new product to this product list.